How'd I do?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. How
Pretty
do you
good.
say it?
I would say Chandrasekaran, but I don't expect that from everybody.
I tried my best. Oh, man. So, Vali, take us back to a time when you were at Athens High School and talk about what year did you graduate, and can you share a memorable experience you had at Athens?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I have a lot of memorable experiences at Athens, both in school and out of school. I mean, some of my closest friends in life to this day are still from there. But let me think. I graduated high school in 1999, which was basically before the internet took off. And I remember I loved comedy. I always wanted to be a TV writer. And I loved specifically like David Letterman show and Conan O'Brien show. And I watched them all the time. And I basically, in order to have an excuse to stay up and watch them, I would just tell my parents I was staying up studying, and I I couldn't go to bed early because like there was paper I wanted to work on, so I would force myself to stay up, and then it'd be 11:30, and then Dave would be on, and I would watch all of that, and then Conan would be on, and I would just stay up late, and my parents couldn't get mad at me because I was doing my schoolwork.
Still working at the books.
Yeah, still working at the books. And I thought it was just the funniest time. And it was before YouTube, so I couldn't watch old episodes of anything like that. And then also during that era, like if you wanted to like learn about other jobs or colleges, like there wasn't the internet where you had all of this information. So there was a book in the guidance counselor's office that was like Barron's 50 college profiles. And I remember going there and I was like looking through it, and there was a listing and the listing for Harvard, it said like there's a rumor that there's a pipeline from like the Harvard Lampoon, this comedy magazine, there to the writer's room of David Letterman. And that was the first time it ever occurred to me that Dave didn't just sit at that desk and talk. I just thought he was the funniest person in the world, and he just made it all up all of the time. And like he was, and it's basically true. I think he is the funniest man in the world.
Yeah, he's
but
pretty
there
funny.
were people who came up with stuff for him to do, and I thought in that moment I thought like that's what I want to do. I want to write jokes for David Letterman. Like I was not a theater kid. I didn't like being on stage. I didn't do drama club or anything like that. I was really shy, but I loved jokes and I wanted to do that. So I like have a very visceral memory of that Barron's 50 colleges guide and seeing that and thinking like I'm gonna do this. And The Onion was really big at the time.
Yeah.
And it is as it is now. And I remember writing like I didn't know what to do, so I wrote comedy pieces that were like news stories and submitted them with my college application saying like I want to go here, I want to write for this magazine, I want to write comedy for a life. So like that like changed the course of my life and changed what I wanted to do.
That's incredible. That's so much fun. Well, you have had a pretty successful career in television, am I right?